network your business data. Increase margins by embracing the digital transformation of your business. Paul Belanger. In the wake of the financial crisis of 2007, businesses are struggling with thinner margins. We know processes and tools are necessary for your business operations. These processes and tools require and generate information related to your business. The costs of operation includes outside as well as internal operations costs. Because the nature of a business is to interact with customers and suppliers, a business ends up with having to accommodate processes that are not necessarily their own. Margins are under pressure. Internal processes are not necessarily integrated. Suppliers and customers have incompatible processes and communication formats that require some form of translation to be supported internally. We'll look at high-level options such as business intelligence and system integration in order to reduce business inefficiency. 2. Eventually, unleash value. This presentation aims to highlight cost improvement approaches in order to increase margins. Increased productivity fails to translate into profits. Businesses need business items to manage their operations and deliver products to their customers. In the last 20 years, engineering and business applications have proliferated to help develop better products, improve production and shipment tracking, increasing overall productivity. Businesses found ways to cut costs as a response to the 2007 to 2008 financial crisis. However, businesses are still struggling with thin margins after all these improvements. What is the information needed? Let's face it, a business is a complex ecosystem of suppliers and customers which generate heaps of information. Let's take a quick look at where this information comes from. Within your business: financing, R&D, manufacturing and logistics. From customers: requirements to be met, delivery schedules. From suppliers: logistics, raw material, partially finished goods, components. Industry as a whole: competitive intelligence, supply chain support. Industry segment: best-in-class processes and tools. Forces acting on business efficiency. Business information or data supports your operations. This data can be categorized in any of three types that challenge your business and margins through its complexity. This is a consequence to a variety of requirements or inputs your business faces, such as maintain a competitive edge within an industry, shorter delivery time, increased customer satisfaction, customers' demand, cost-cutting, variety, velocity, government's mandates, compliance, ROS, SOX, auditors such as TÜV, DOL, CSA, etc. host company and suppliers' interactions, forms and documents, processes. Where do data costs come from? The QR code points to a CAW report about car cost structure. Industry verticals, business segments, process integration frictions, processes, offering tools, CAD, CA, CAM, office applications, supply chain as recurring in processes, external factors, supply chain through supplies, logistics and discrete events, regulations and compliance, internal factors, assets and resources, people, infrastructure, hardware. From this point, we will concentrate on costs associated to managing business items. What shapes do data costs take? Data format. Multiple competing electronic forms are used to address the same business item. Hospital forms that require similar contents to clinics and medical offices. an OEM part number that is carried over at a supplier. Interoperability. It's not quite what we can use. The 2007 study revealed respondents received CAD contents in their preferred formats only 34% of the time. Less than 40% of respondents used an interoperability product. CAD CampNet 2007 Interop Survey. This QR code links to the CAD CampNet 2007 survey. Data format costs. Data is created daily by business units and departments, sometimes on an ad hoc, daily lift basis. Fulfills immediate needs, but creates a management issue. Forms are incompatible between suppliers and sourcing entities, requiring capture in different applications. Documents are often stored in local systems, shared periodically. Without a systemic approach, the department that improves their process often incurs downstream costs increase. Interoperability costs. A study conducted by RDI International and Logistics Management Incorporated in 2004 for the National Institute of Standard and Technology NIST on a range of 105 stakeholders, reported costs incurred due to interoperability in $1 million in capital facilities. Interoperability includes information management, communication, supply chain, source, cost analysis of inadequate interoperability in the U.S. capital facilities industry, NIST GCR 042867. This QR code links to the NIST report of interoperability costs. What can be done? Let's look at options. Adopt leaner business items by reducing process costs. Adopting an enterprise service bus CSB framework. Deploying live documents. Improve your real-time data usage through collaboration. Adoption of real-time budget item retrieval. Action on timely production sites data. Adopt leaner business items. Reduce process costs. Review the number of steps to achieve an activity. Identify process levels based on system complexity, fast-track versus highly regulated, for instance through policies that deploy dedicated life cycles on a business item. Adopt an ESB framework. A corporate single point of access to different information silos allows users to reach information that is relevant to their activity. Review your application's interfaces with other applications. Seek integrations with existing applications. Consider using standards to reduce your interface costs. Deploy live documents. Move static forms and documents to live document forms that enhance collaboration. Encourage digital signatures and auditing practices through routes and workflows. Excel, MS Word documents stored in a vault are not live documents. These need to be drilled into, which still consumes time. Exploding these documents into their relevant topics and assigning them to exposed business items in an ESB increases their availability and usefulness. Improve your real-time data usage. Collaboration is no longer a nice-to-have. Budgeting platforms that require up to 4 months to complete the budget are no longer sufficient. More dynamic systems save between 5 and 25 days of the budgeting process each year. Act on production sites data using a combination of big data tools and your ESB. Real-time acquisition report to regional offices, which then converge to HQ. This QR code links to an eWeb article about the benefits of using timely cost roll-ups of your different business units onto a central point of access. How enterprises can get better access to real-time data. awk.com. February 23, 2014. It's 9 a.m. Do you know the state of your company? Cost-saving use cases. Work the network. A large retail store chain directed their frozen pizza suppliers to a limited number of pizza box suppliers for better product pricing. Packages deliveries get better. UPS saved 10 million gallons of gas since its implementation of no left-turn policy in 2004. Improved integration, form standardization, process integration, change management, requirements management, etc. through open services for lifecycle collaboration. www.openservices.net. This QR code links to the UPS PR release that states how much money was saved over 10 years. Next steps. Identify top 3 processes that affect 80% of your business on a daily basis. 3 most frequent applications and their purpose. 3 forms that are used in interaction with suppliers and/or customers. Concentrate on the few processes. Goal. Identify targets for improvements. Unlocking hidden value in your business data. Breaking through the thin margin limit by introducing thinner business operations and integration processes. Think of the Apple principle of clean design when looking at improving processes, and get people excited about the streamlined process. When considering pricing of your improved business operation, keep in mind these points. 1. Set firm pricing policies and make sure everyone's on the same page. 2. Manage customer expectation. A package delivery company was able to negotiate regular price increases in their contracts, regardless of market direction. 3. People buy the benefit of a product/service. Quotation of Peter Drucker. 4. Frame pricing. For instance, decouple design services from component delivery. We are looking forward to get you in an improved position to promote a got-a-habit factor for your customers, while providing increased margins.